Hello everyone, and thank you guys for watching. Classic Bike Rider here, bringing you a new video. I didn't make any videos last week. I was a little busy, has a lot of stuff to do, so here I am, my weekly ride. I gotta go to the post office, and then later on I'm gonna take a ride to the Hampton airport, because yesterday there was a site that I have not seen in 10 years that I lived out here in East Hampton. I never seen a giant like 747 airplane trying to land at the local East Hampton airport. It's a small airport for small planes, and there was this gigantic plane, and he landed because I heard the engine roar for the reverse to stop. This is gonna be a cold start. I didn't start it out since the week before. So yeah, I'm gonna take a ride down there, see if I see the plane and see what it's all about. I figured there had to been something wrong with it and to make an emergency landing there, but I didn't see nothing in the news. Could be also a private plane from a company. Or a hotshot movie star. Who knows? It's the 4th of July weekend. Well, 4th of July is not technically until Wednesday, but this is quote unquote 4th of July weekend. Woo! Burns like oil. Smell oil. Fucking ticks. So it's the 4th of July weekend, quote unquote, and there's a lot of traveling people, a lot of traffic. Traffic has been rough for the past couple of days. Yesterday was really hot. It was very humid. Today is going to be humid as well. Humidity is 100%. Like I said, I'm going to stop here at the post office first, and then I'm going to take a ride down by the airport, see if I see anything down there, and I gotta get gas. This is gonna be about the best. I'm gonna put like $5 just so I can have enough to be able to change that ring. There's no asphalt, so I'm gonna have to use the center stand. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. Alright, let's go for a short ride, shall we? So after the original shock with the combination lock at the post office, it's actually not bad. I already memorized the combination, so usually take me 2 tries because the lock is so old. It just sticks when you try to put the combination. But my wife, no, she ain't doing it. She ain't gonna get that even if the letters were in Spanish, which the letters are universal. But the letters are worn out, so you can barely see them, and that's the problem. And it's like one at the lowest, one on the bottom, so you have to actually kind of like lay down and get on your knees so you can see the lower letters. But you can request that for being changed. I think you have to pay extra for them to change it, but for now it's fine because I'm the only one going to the post office. So let's take a ride up to the airport. Maybe I'll go to, what time is it, 9:30? Maybe I should go to Starbucks out in Bridgehampton and get me a iced coffee or a Frappuccino, Java chip Frappuccino, which is what I loved. So it's what, 9:30, and everybody's out and about getting the breakfast, planning the beach day today. I might stop by the beach later after 5 when all the people have had enough sun for the day and hit home. I go to that small beach where I drove my bike a few months back. I'm gonna ride out there. Not ride, I'm gonna drive out there with my wife, probably the kids, my sister-in-law. So we had the delivery today of a new box spring. We were supposed to buy the mattress, but the guy that lives with me, he had a brand new mattress he never used, still the plastic. So he gave it to us. So I'm still in the search for a new car. I went last week. There's this dealership on Riverhead called, it used to be called Prestigious Motors. They changed owners and they changed the name to Drive Smart of Riverhead. And they claim to give everybody credits no matter what your credit situation is. So I did kind of like an online pre-approval thing, and they called me and said to stop by and look at a car. So we went. Well, I went with my wife, and made me fill out a quick application. They said that I was approved, and I was looking at an older, like 2008 Ford Escape. He said that might not qualify for the loan, but he will try it. We went out for a test drive in it. Brakes were a little soft, so I had to pump the brakes to get it going. So they can grab good. The TPMS light was on, which means you need a sensor, or 04 for all I know. It's a 2008, so. But at the time when we got back from the test drive, he told the salesman to show us a 2015 Honda Civic. It was a nice car, very beautiful, but I'm not sold too much in Honda cars. They had a lot of problems with the transmissions back in the day, so I'm a little bit leery about those. But any car, I mean, Nissan Maximas have transmission problems. Even the new ones, like my wife's Nissan CVT, those transmission had problems, and I'm afraid that my wife's transmission is gonna go, because at 60,000 miles we were supposed to do the transmission maintenance thingy, and she, being as cheap as she is, she didn't want to do it. So yeah, that car has now had 139,000 miles and never had a transmission maintenance done. CVT transmission. Anyway, looking at the website, they have quite a nice cars over there. They had a 2013 Chevy Malibu, because I love the Malibu. That's the car that I went to Jayware Auto in Patchogue to apply for a loan for a 2009 Chevy Malibu. The Malibus from like 2008 and up, they're beautiful. I didn't like the square models that they had. I think it was 2006, 2007. It was like ugliest Malibu ever. And they also have a 2013 Ford Escape, which is a nice SUV, and that's what I was looking at in the beginning, an SUV. So I sent all the papers that they require. I think when I get back home, I'm gonna call and see what happened, because they did call me a few times the other day and I couldn't answer because I was at work, and at lunchtime I called the guy and he was out with someone out of the building, so nothing ever came out of it. I'm gonna call, see what happens, because I know now that if I can do the Carvana thing and I'll get approved right on the spot. Well, I did the soft check, the soft approve. They approved me, but a 19% interest fee, which is kind of high, but it's understandable because my credit is not that high yet. So we'll see what happens. It's nice and hot today. You can feel the humidity. Gotta be careful over here. People start to cross the street. They have commercials now when they try to warn drivers about people crossing the street, because now everybody's so involved in their cell phone and their own lives that they start to cross the street without looking. People have lost all common sense. I mean, literally, they lost all common sense. They figure, you know, they're gonna cross the street because the driver is supposed to watch where they're going. But if you start to cross the street without looking, guy coming looking at his cell phone, not paying attention, that's a recipe for disaster. I'm telling you that for a fact. So they have these commercials, kind of dumb, but they, you know, people are still gonna do what they're gonna do, no matter what. Even if you put a big flashing neon sign in front of the face, look where you're going, they ain't gonna. I mean, yesterday I was with my boss. We coming out of a side road. Coming out of a side road. There's a car coming. There's a Porsche Cayenne, you know, the SUV. Had the signal that he was trying to turn in the road that he was coming out of. So my boss waited and waited and waited. The car was slowing down, so we just pulled out. The fucking asshole just bucked his horn and he's going straight. But yet he had the signal as if he was going to turn right. In that case, he would have crashed into us. Whose fault is it? It's his, because he was wrongfully signaling a turn, not paying attention to his dashboard. Had a big flashing sign in your dash with the green lights telling you had your flashers on. But again, he was probably involved in his own self-centered word, looking at his cell phone or talking on the phone, that he wasn't paying attention at his dashboard. So let's go see if I can see a giant airplane at the airport. I thought I saw something last night, but it was too dark to tell. I took a ride last night with my wife after we had dinner. We went to Fusion Express Chinese. It's like third or fourth time going there. The food is really, really good. It's right in Newtown Lane in East Hampton. So I'm being unfaithful to my old Chinese restaurant, Cheng's Garden. Whew, it's hot, hot, hot. My junk is hot. I can feel the heat blowing from the engine out. Oh, my baby needs a bath. Alright, I'll pick you up when we get by the airport. Figure I put you back on because it's a dangerous intersection here. And now that I know how to speed up my video, I can do so and make a nice video out of it. Seriously, 30 miles per hour. According to this, I'm already doing 35 and I'm on third gear. It's pretty hard to maintain. That's what I'm doing. What? 35. Start looking by the airport. Let's see if we can see a giant 747 or 707 plane. I don't know. I see all the regulars, all the usuals. Maybe it never landed. Maybe it tried to land, but when you see that the runway was too small, he just sped up and never land. Let's go check around the other side. No, the plane that I saw yesterday was like gray color. There's no gray planes around here. No, it never landed. So I never heard it taking off. So what I thought I heard, the engine wasn't braking, it was speeding up so it can take off again. Yeah, no. Alright, continue on. Let's go to the gas station. Gonna put like $5 so I have enough gas and I don't run out. Wednesday's holiday, I'm off, so I'm gonna choose that day to take the gas tank off and put that ring on the gasket. Jesus, lady, in the middle of the road. Guys, I'll be back. All right. I put like a gallon, $4. That way I won't be running too low. Look, I'm going just with idle. I'm not giving it gas at all. $15 miles per hour. That's funny. All right. Plane spotting. Plane spotting mission failed. No planes around here. I mean, not the one that I thought. So, where should we go? Let's go to Starbucks. Let's go to Starbucks and drink a nice frappuccino, cappuccino. Let's take the back roads. And enjoy the view. Okay, so what are you doing? Thank you then. So my back case kept rattling. I put some insulation foam in there before, and it's already worn out. I'm gonna have to put some more. So as you saw in that introduction video before, I'm gonna make a illegal do not enter turn over here. I was showcasing my Sirius XM radio that I had on my PT Cruiser. I bought the hum ducking station, and installed it to my receiver. And I've been enjoying nice classic rewind. There's a couple of channels that I love: classic rewind, classic vinyl. No, I had it on classic vinyl. Love the 80s. The 80s station, 80s on 8. And the Spanish stations I like. So I hooked it up the other day, was a Wednesday. I got home a little earlier and set it up. But also I have a playlist on my Spotify, but I didn't create it, someone created it, which is the same exact music on Spotify. I got itch on my nose, damn it. It's probably a hair. I'll be back. All right, I just got out Starbucks, had me a nice triple mocha frappuccino, a new drink that they have. And even though I already had breakfast, they had this nice sandwich that they advertise, and I had me one, and it was actually pretty good. Spicy, what was it? Spicy chorizo. It was actually pretty good. And I'm sorry, I'm listening to the Who in the background of my Bluetooth helmet. So I'm heading back home. Let's take another way home. Holy crap. Bad idea. That was a bad idea. Like I mentioned before, that's the playlist that I'm following on Spotify. Same songs that they play on classic vinyl. I was listening to classic vinyl yesterday on my bus truck, and those same songs. saw that bike last night, a CTX 1300. Watch out, dude. It was a beautiful bike, CTS 1300, but Honda just made it for what, 2 years? They were overpriced, way overpriced. Even now that they don't sell them anymore, you still look at them in the dealers and they're still way overpriced, over 13 grand. For a bike that's what? There's have nothing on it, doesn't have reverse, doesn't have radio, doesn't have anything on it. Doesn't even have it. I mean, it's like an updated version of this one, the ST. Actually, the CTX 1300, the updated version of the ST1100. But 15 grand, I think it's too much. And that's what killed it, the price. And they're beautiful bikes. I love them. They're beautiful. No. Oh, that was just a car turning. Let's Zeppelin. You don't have to go. Nice. fix this freaking road. They just did patches. No, too hot. Gotta get some air going. And I have the vent open on top of my helmet. Puta. I remember that song and Chuck. There was this TV show called Chuck. I love that show. No, you're not enough. Sorry, I know I passed that van. I thought he was gonna turn. The driver hesitated, so you snooze, you lose. Ooh, 48. I'm doing 46. 50. Nah.